Hey guys, welcome back to Project D. Man, you know, last week I showed you one of the things I can't believe I showed you, I'll be honest with you, because I've caught so many bass, won tournaments, won money, had a successful fishing day. But with all that said, that's how critical it is that I want to show you guys to make you guys better fishermen, men and women. And that's Google Earth, and that's just how I use it. So go back and watch that video before you watch this one, because this video today is all about how to take all those secret honey holes, all those bass fishing stumps and logs and ponds and all those things I talked about in that previous video that you marked here on your laptop, how to now take it from this, put it on an SD card and get it out to your boat. All right, so I want to go to Bonham. I think it's going to be a really cool lake. Don't know anything about it, but let's pretend that I'm going to sit here and study this and make a bunch of waypoints. So the very first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to come over here to My Places. I'm going to click on it, and I'm going to add folder. Then I'm going to name that the lake that I want to go to. This one's going to just be Bonham. It's a lake down in Texas I've never been to. I hit OK. So now right here I've got Bonham. So let's just put a bunch of waypoints, you know, we'll just, man, I'm just putting them on here, just putting some on here, okay? So there we go, we got 2 waypoints. I wanna make sure they're underneath Bonham, so they are. So now I'm gonna double click on that thing again, or on my computer, it's two fingers, and I am going to save place as. And it comes across, it saves place as, and it saves it as a KMZ file. That's the deal. When I go to load that, if I just took that file right there and tried to go load it in my boat, it's not gonna work. It's just, your boat will not read, your Lowrance will not read KMZ. So I hit save. All right, now that's saved onto my desktop, onto my computer, okay? Now, you can basically close down Google Earth. We don't need it anymore. I'm gonna go to Safari and I'm gonna type in GPS visualizer. It pops up because I use it all the time. And then right here, when this thing pops up, this is going to convert that KMZ file over to a GPX file. Your unit, your Lowrance, can read a GPX unit. So it says choose file. I click that right there. Desktop, there's my Bonham right there. Boom. I'm going to hit choose. So now I see it, it's right there. See where that Bonham is circled right there? And then right here, choose the output format. I go to GPX file, and then I hit convert. And there it is, bam, click to download. I click that button right there. I thought I clicked it, but it didn't. Okay, there it goes. Now I've got it a download into my computer. So I'm gonna go over here, hit this finder. It pops up, I hit downloads. Bam, there it is right there. I'm gonna click that one time. I'm gonna hit the enter button, and then I'm gonna rename that. So I'm gonna name that Bonham. And then I've got to keep that .gpx for that all to work. So I typed in .gpx, hit enter. Now I've got that file that I need to put on this SD card. I've just got this little SD reader that plugs right into my computer. So what I do there is I'm just gonna click it. We got it, there we go. I'm dragging it down. There is my SD card. For whatever reason, that SD card, the name of it's no name. My computer just made a noise. And it's on there, so I can tell it's on there by looking. Bonham, GPX, there's Kissimmee, St. Lawrence, Chesapeake Bay. It's on that card. Now, we take this card out to the boat and we load it on the boat. I'm gonna show you that next. All right, here we are, we're in the boat. I've got them all saved on my chip. I'm taking my chip, my adapter. I'm gonna take it out and I'm gonna put it right here in my old trusty Lowrance. Okay, so here's where we start. I push the pages button. I'm gonna go down here and I'm gonna hit storage. If you had 2 files in there, it'd be bottom and top. I've only got 1 file in here, so it's memory card, bottom. I'm hitting bottom right there. Bonham GPX right there. So I hit that. I hit import. Are you sure you want to import? And I say yes. And it's complete because it's a pretty small file. So then we go right there, bam.
there's my waypoint that I had on Bonham. That was just a file that I saw that was named Bonham. I'd stuck that waypoint right there, so it worked. That's how simple it is. You know, I used to write this down on a piece of paper, then come out here and I'm entering waypoints, and I cannot tell you how many times I'd enter one of those numbers wrong. You know, there's so many numbers in that it's user error. Me, I could mess up easily, and that waypoint may be off in East China or something. So that's the easiest way to do it. You can upload as many of them as you want. So with that said, I've got my laptop here. I want to show you guys just some waypoints. I'm going to go through here and give you some waypoints on Rayburn, Louisville, and Texoma. And one of them on Texoma, I won 4 or 5 boats off of. So it's a good waypoint. You're going to want to stick around and see that waypoint. It's a phenomenal, but they're all right here on Google Earth. So here we go. We're starting off. If I zoom out right here, you're going to see that this is Sam Rayburn. And I put 2 waypoints on 2 spots that I know for sure are good spots at different times of the year. This one right here, if you look back, I am in 11 of 2012, so the lake's really low. This would be Peckerwood Point right here. This would be Mud Creek. This is all the Black Forest out here. This would be the big field right out here, or maybe right over here. But I put this waypoint on this road, so it's just really cool. You know, you can see this road all the way through. There's going to be a little culvert where it crosses that ditch or a high spot. Same thing right here. So there you go. There's a waypoint in the Black Forest on Rayburn. I put one more waypoint on another super cool road over in Hog Branch in the back of Harvey. I didn't actually put the waypoint on the road so you guys could see it on either one of those spots, just so you know. I just put the waypoint in here so I could find it really quick. So you've got this old bridge right here. Bam, put a waypoint right there. This road comes across. Look at this old pond dam right here. That's not gonna be on any maps that I know of. You know, something else, just looking at this, you know, this is willow trees really close to deep water. That's gonna be a good set of willow trees. Something else, you know, you got these outside, you know, drain bins. You got points of grass right down through there. So all those spots are going to be good. And guys, you can go through and do the whole lake. There's just a lot of stuff to look at right there. Pretty amazing. So let's zoom out and go up to the next lake. All right, we are zooming in right here. Louisville's a cool lake. Some things that you can really pick up from on Google Earth on Louisville would be some of the grass that grows, you know, the flooded bushes. When that lake was low, you know, there's a lot of flooded bushes in that thing. Okay, so there we go. That looks like 2013. I just thought this was a neat looking spot. I was looking at the lake, and when you look right here, I didn't put the waypoint on the rock, but man, you look, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rocks and a big laydown. So if I zoom in a little bit more, you're seeing all that stuff that I'm talking about. Looks like you got some brush right out here, some logs. So I'd put a waypoint there. I'd put one right there, right there, right there, maybe right there. Look at this one out here on the tip. Yeah, cool. So I just want to show you what it looks like when it's full, just so you know what we're seeing. Oh, there's even a better photo. 2014. Look, you can really see all that stuff. And then you see all these trees right here. That's what I'm talking about. That stuff there, you know, at one time was really, really good. So when we fill the lake back up to the current day, that whole peninsula sits way out here. I got really slow Wi-Fi, so you can see. Let me zoom out so you can see. Man, all that stuff's covered up, you know, and you know exactly. You can just put some waypoints on it and know exactly where to cast. The other spot I picked here on Louisville, it's just something pretty basic, but it's cool. We go over here. I don't remember what this is called. I know it's like one of the best marinas on the lake. I caught a 7-pounder in this marina one time, fishing with Wade Middleton. If you ever, everybody in Texas knows Wade Middleton. He's got Americana Outdoors and the Fishing and Hunting Texas shows, and just a cool dude. Well, anyway, I don't know how I got off on a story, but we got off on a story. Me and him fished a team tournament, and we were like two kids in a candy store. I don't know why we did. We're both in Texas and Dallas at the time. First time I'd ever fished Louisville. We went into it blind, and we did really good. I caught a 7-pounder that day with Wade, and he caught like a 3 or 4 pounder. And we may have won or finished second. I don't know, but it was a fun time. But anyway, we caught that fish in that marina, by the way, if you're curious. So the lake's pretty full right here in this picture in October, but if I go back in time, it's really full right there. Still full, still full, still way full. So there, you can see this old sunken boat ramp right there on this point. That's a 2013 photo. You know, that boat ramp's not being used anymore, but it's right there in that, you know, just kind of cool. Okay, let's move on up to Texoma. Something else, you guys, like I just noticed flipping through those photos. There's one where the water's super high. You know, we've talked about Google Earth and using it when the lake's low. We've talked about it using it when the lake's clear, seeing stuff out offshore. I showed you an example in that last video of that lake up in Illinois that I found those 2 stumps. And by the way, I showed you a super good spot on Conroe, a rock pile. If you guys didn't catch that episode, go back and watch it. You'll see that rock pile. I didn't actually give you the waypoints, but if you pay attention, you can see the waypoints in the bottom right-hand corner of the screen. You can see them right there, bam. They're right here. Anywhere I put my cursor, there's those numbers rolling around. Okay, I'm trying to get up to Texoma as I got off on a tangent. Here we go. All right, I'm not gonna show you the spot where I won all the boats first. I'll just show you another spot that I think looks really good. It's just, I was going through all these going through the lake and just all the history I have there. And this is actually something I didn't know was there that I saw in a Google Earth photo. And again, my internet's super duper slow. Sorry guys. If I hold it up right here, it kind of reaches my house. Can you just play like some funny music right here? No, 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 no. If y'all are on the internet, could you guys please get off? Okay, so there's the place mark, and the lake's not low. Go to 2014. Wow, you can see the stumps in that photo. I didn't look at this photo earlier. Look at all the stumps. Huh, you could go through and mark every one of those. Look at this right here. That's actually propeller tracks coming across that point, people trying to cut across it. And look at this little point that sticks out right here. But man, those stumps at Texoma, there's one right there out deeper. Those stumps are the deal when you got about 3-4 foot of water over them. Look at them all down through there. Isolated stump, isolated stump. Got rocks sitting right there on that little corner. Pretty cool. Okay, here is where I won a lot of boats. This is how I got to be where I'm at today. I mean, if it hadn't have been for winning that first boat, you know, I was a sophomore in college, and man, I quit football the next year because like I just won a brand new boat. And then I won one the next year, and I won one the next year. It was a big time blessing in disguise. Okay, it's just, I mean, let me just fill the lake up just so you guys can see what it looks like when it's full. So when the lake's full, it's a nothing looking bank all the way around here. Just nothing. Nothing, nothing, nothing. Nothing, nothing, nothing. Good willow trees down through here. You know, when the water's up, used to be, it's kind of changed now. Okay, but then when I start taking the water out, start going back in time, all right, guys, you can see it right here. So now you've got this big underwater point. It's real flat on this side, had a real steep drop, and I'd catch them right back and forth on that drop. Now, I'm not saying I didn't have a brush pile or two down through there back in the day. These are all probably concrete bricks and stuff that I used all down through there. But yep, that's the spot. A couple big stumps right here. That was the magic spot for years and years. I'd caught so many bass right there, just so many. So there's your waypoints right there if you guys ever go. Go check it out. And when you go fish that, you'll know that that's where my really good career started. That's where I won my first boat and won a lot of money right there. Guys, I hope this Google Earth has helped you.
it can be indentating. I mean, it will consume you because I spend hours upon hours upon hours on this. You don't get any sleep when you dive off into it. There's just so much you can learn. And don't forget what you can learn when a lake's flooded. So we'll start doing some more of this. I'll start breaking down some more of these lakes, guys. Let's have some fun with it. If you guys in the comments, give me some lakes that you want me to go around and break down. And you know, when I can't go fishing or on an off day, man, we'll make a YouTube video and I'll go around that sucker with Google Earth, and I'll pick out spots that I would go fish, or I'll break it down like I was going to a tournament there. So I'll try to get to them all. It'll be a lot of fun. We may do it all through the winter or just, you know, have a lot of fun with it. So if you got some lakes that you want my help with, I'll break them down on Google Earth. I'll screen share it like we're doing here, and we'll do it together. So it'll be a lot of fun. I appreciate you guys following my channel. Hit that like button, leave me a comment, tell me a lake you want me to go do. And man, episode next week's gonna be a good one, so you're gonna wanna watch it. I had a lot of fun making it because I made it today, and it was a lot of fun. And I caught a big one too. So tune in next week. I can't wait for you guys to see it. I had a lot of fun today. Appreciate you guys following along.